Hello everybody, Robin Dean here for the ridingobsession.com. I am selling my 1988 Honda Hawk GT. This bike has been really good to me and I've had so much fun with it, but I could definitely use the money for other things in the motorcycling realm. I'm not even sure what I'm asking yet, so I'm not going to mention it in this video, but the fact is, it's a restore mod. This bike, a lot of the stock parts were shot when I got it, so I've updated it. We have a 919 headlight with some cheap LED signals. Got the Fiam horn, bar and mirrors, and a bikini, like a beanie windscreen. Got the cram buster, the Speed Hut tachometer slash speedometer gauge because the old one went bad. Yeah, it's GPS based. It uses a GPS signal to calculate your time, and since that went in, I decided to have some fun with it and just put a coffee cup because I didn't want to cut the stock console holder, so that stayed. And got a GoPro, got a ball mount. That's the switch for the speedometer there. Got a RAM mount with a USB cable running to it, just for shits and giggles. It's been repainted. The original paint did see some torment, but otherwise the decals were replaced pretty well. It's running Volo lights. It's running a Musi aftermarket pipe. It's been rejetted to stage 2, about the middle range setting in terms of the distance. So it's a stage 2 carburetor jet. It is liquid cooled. What else? It's just a good bike, you know? Fun to ride. I've taken it to the track. I'm going to add some video of that into this. Battery tender access is right there. It's a fun machine. A little dirty, needs cleaned up. Let's see here. Single-sided swing arm. Single-sided swing arm, I put in right angle tire valves for easier access. Let me pop the seat here, I haven't done that in a bit. And then I'll do a cold start here eventually. There we go, seat is off. Got the original owner's manual in there. Got an extra owner's manual and an extra clutch cable because that's a good thing to have on your bike. Like I said, it's wired up for Volo lights, which are inertia triggered brake lights, so you can notify people when you're using engine braking. It's got a heated gear connection point that is direct to battery, I believe. That is a keyed USB port that I use to run that. It has a second port on there in case you want to charge something underneath the seat while you're riding. What else? Let's see here. Originally I bought this bike, it was going to be my wife's sport touring bike. We were going to get some soft luggage and just use it for the occasional trip. But she ended up getting a Triumph Street Triple R, 2016 Triumph Street Triple R, and this became my track weapon of sorts and my round towner. I've enjoyed it very much. Great bike. Oh, LED everything. That's an LED headlight bulb that is bright enough to give you a sunburn. It is excellent. LED headlight bulb. LED turn signals. Not the greatest, but they do. LED brake bulbs that are definitely much, much brighter than stock. Yeah, there are downsides to this bike, and the first one that comes to mind immediately is the suspension. This has a 1988 suspension. The end. I did upgrade the oil weight in the front forks, which did a little bit, it helped, but the rear has bounced around a lot. It's you definitely know it's an 88, so you might want to update that. Included with the bike, depending on what price I set it at and what you offer, are a brand new set of Avon Spirit STs. That's their answer to the Michelin PR4s. This bike, okay, now the fun part. This bike comes with an extra seat. So it has his and her seats. On there is my seat, which I use for track stuff. This is her seat, which is more for round towning and travel. I have an extra oil cover bolt. I have an extra oil filter. I have not put in the K&N air filter because I didn't want to have to jet to stage 3, but that's doable. I have a jet kit included right here. I have the factory manual, not Haynes, not, who's the other one? Climber, not Climber. It's the factory manual. I have an array of turn signals, if you wanted those back. I have lowering pegs, if you want your feet lower up front. I have the original passenger foot pegs. We don't use those, so I took them off, which can help your insurance premium. I have a few extra control levers. I have the original airbox, the original exhaust pipe, two 919 headlight buckets. Actually, this is the original stock bucket. So there's that. And yeah, that's the array. One thing I forgot to mention, it's got speed bleeders on there, which is pretty cool. We're gonna do a cold start here real quick. I have not started this in a while. I've been on a week-long trip. So I'm gonna start this bike up real fast and just see, is she happy? Which, you know, it is a carbureted bike, which can go anyway. All right, neutral. This runs a speedometer. We're in run. And fuel is on. Choke key is on. Let's see what happens. Right on. Love that sound. It's a good bike. So there you go. 1988 Honda Hawk GT for sale. I'll mention the asking price once I figure it out for myself. Comes with everything seen here. Safe riding, everybody.